Okay guys, today we're talking about Max Sound Company and what's going on with Greg Halpern's bankruptcy proceedings. So to kick it off here, let's take a look here. So there's a compromise between trustee Halpern and Ronald Stadtmuller. They have an agreement that's filed together. So that's really good news. And now there's a motion to approve a compromise between the trustee, strategic emerging partners, and related parties, filed by Ronald Stadtmuller. So that again, they have an agreement that's put together, and they want that approved by the court. And there's a bunch of discovery that's been pushed off here that's going to be held in the coming months. Now the discovery may be significant, but what's going to happen that you might find between now and March, is that there's not going to be a lot of news coming out from Max Sound, unfortunately, because he has to basically kind of minimize the value of Max Sound Company. So between now and when the actual orders are being held for the bankruptcy court in March, you guys, the appeal is going to come in before then. So the appeal on the $800,000 in attorney fees is going to be appealed, and that I believe will be successfully appealed, and the $800,000 in attorney fees will be reversed, which means that Google has nothing to hold on to for the court hearing in March. So for the bankruptcy court hearing in March. So again, you guys, this is really significant, and it's significant because the bankruptcy court will not be able to, or Google will not be able to capture any of Greg's assets in the bankruptcy proceedings, because there will be an appeal. The appeal will be held and heard for the attorney fees award, and that will be reversed. So you guys, again, so we have a couple of things, that are being held here, by March. And again, you guys, by agreement to the parties, if the parties agree, all this is off schedule and all this is done, which will most likely happen because the appeals court will reverse the attorney fees ruling, and will then come on the side of, Greg for his bankruptcy proceedings. Now, what is known is that, the house that Greg owns, that is no longer part of the proceedings. So he's asking for either to abandon the lien on the properties listed minus the cars, because those are still in his name. Now the house is no longer in his name, so that's well known. The major investor in Max Sound has purchased the house, so that is off schedule. And so he's just asking them to basically order ruling, okay, either it's the house or the stock, pick one or the other. You can't put liens on both. That's what he's asking the court. Very simple, you guys. Not, and he's not saying that the Max Sound stock has no value, or that he's giving them the Max Sound stock. That's not what he's doing. He's asking the court to compel them to put a lien on one or the other. That's it. So, of course, Google will respond and say, no, we want liens on both, but it is very likely that the appeals court will reverse the attorney fees ruling on Max Sound for the $800,000, and that's going to be reversed. So, you guys, that's it in a nutshell. You guys, there's a lot of speculation going on here, but again, the backside of this is that we're probably not going to hear much from Max Sound as far as what's going on in the company until after the bankruptcy proceedings are handled. The material provided herein is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute an offer to buy or sell, or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any securities. This information should be relied upon for purpose of this information should not be relied upon for the purpose of investing in any security.